worry, guys. Don't worry. And then, as always, I think we shouldn't delay anymore. So welcome to the next show. I'm your host, TK Diz, Isaac Brixton, Aeon. You know what you can call me. Orion, you know what you can call me. And this is the next show's next episode of Danganropa 2. Who is the true Ender? Last time on Danganropa 2 Goodbye Despair, there was supposed to be a beach party for the ladies that Soda and Hajime somehow ended up. Well, Soda had an interesting idea on how to get involved with his beach party so he could see Sonia in a swimsuit. It worked, but of course he didn't see Sonia in a swimsuit. But unfortunately, before they could have the party, someone apparently killed Maharu, our ultimate photographer. So thus, we have been investigating, and we're right at the end of our investigation. Who killed Mayuri? And now we're in the airport. As you can see, we can get into the airport this time. Last time we had an unfortunate incident. We could not get into the airport. And this is why I didn't just start us in the airport, because sadly, we get right here. Hajime, over here. Nikan, Ibuki, and Yoko are all here. The names on the staff for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Sumiki, Kuzumiki, Sayanji. Well, actually, I don't think they said Sayanji. Kimoda, Saito, and Kuzuryu. Wow. And Kuzuryu again, but there's only one Kuzuryu on this island. I really wanted the hero to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So unfortunately he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
No, it's okay to be absent. I thought you said we get executed if we didn't come. Executed? I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. Damn it, Nagato! What can we tell you about lying? A lie? You tricked us. What the heck?
Jeez!
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait!
You wait until we finish our business with you, right, Hajime? This is like I'm on the same team as Nagato. You kinda are! But I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Let's talk to Yoko so we can let her No, that's not fair. I can't believe you actually tricked us so we come to this place. I have nothing to say to him. You didn't regular still like you. Regular, huh? She's right that I might be a regular guy, but I also have an ultimate talent. Or at least I should have one. No. Eventually we'll figure out what the hell... Oops, I thought I clicked on Recon there. I'm not going to read this line. Really terrible. We don't care about the airplanes. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome murder case, Recon? No, since you said you weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow, and I panic instantly. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyways, can you tell us about your relationship with Mayuri? Relationship with Mayuri?
Well...
Wait, is it Mayuri or... Makiro? Isn't it Makiro actually? I think I've been saying it wrong again. Makiro? When we first gathered at the classroom with everyone. I first met her when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone. And after arriving at the island, I did have a conversation with her, but... Oh, could it be? Did Makiro hate me? Yeah, that's definitely... She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even though she hated me, her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? Makiro invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I declined because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said that she would schedule it for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. If only Soda had planned it better. You invited me come. Why? And now you Boogie for the last. Hey Boogie, can I ask you something? Have you played Twilight Case? Well, that's a movie then, right? I'm basically off for those. Movies are tough to so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except for guitars. Pretty sure that's a lie, but now that's not the time to dwell on something like that. The unique tone and great energy. There's a character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and my mean then in a perverted way? No! No, in a normal way. Well, even if you ask me that, Lucy's encounter with my heart you was when I asked you this morning to go to the beach, that she made this real disappointing face. A disappointing face?
I see.
It varies depending on the person. With the associated department store, what the hell? Associated with department store rooftops. Let's say focus on Mahiro.
That's totally it!
Yeah, Mahiro had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans, do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask. I see. Mahiro invited you. Why?
I see.
It looks like you obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems like Mahiro also beat that game. Well, why do you know that?
You don't know?
She had it. She wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. If she beat the game, she talked to people who appeared in that game. Just like that. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still.
In her case, it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she probably was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. That's true. But I'm surprised. Even though Mahiro wouldn't play a game like that. It's true. That was unexpected. Like, so you didn't tempt her into playing that game.
Huh?
Huh? What? I remember. Wait, what happened to Mahiro? Did she leave saying that she had some business to take care of? Oh, why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did me.
How mean.
That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful toward Mahiro.
Isn't that right?
No way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
So you pushed her! Yeah, now you touched it. No one ever tell you not to push a woman. That's all it was. What the heck?
Well,
more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? Being quiet as ever. You can't even see Yoko.
hey,
Mahiro spoke to everyone who appeared in the game. She should have talked to you too, right? Well, Yoko? Yeah, she never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
I was surprised. I didn't expect you to ask me such a huge question.
Bye.
So I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. Hey, Kyoko. Knowing my boss, Kyoko ran away as she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. Kyoko is sus. Kyoko is sus. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. It's pretty much decided. Decided?
now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here. So why don't we part ways for now? There's still some investigating I need.
Bye now.
To investigate. I'll see you later. Hey, what the heck is this problem? These eggs that we're pushing. Check it, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime. So let's go over to my hero's college first. My hero's college. She beat that game. It's best we investigate there.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. And just because of what happened last time, I'm going to take a quick moment to save. Because I'd rather not the game freeze up on me again and we have to repeat that scene again. I'm sure I can fast forward out of it, but that's kind of annoying, you know? I'm just going to ignore that right now. Worry about it later. I say? Yukon. Chiaki. I thought that was Juko for a second. I'm like, wait, Juko's not in this game. Sonya. Tagbo. Kabuki. And Akuro. Under her cottage. Door looks locked. Moving after you told. Yeah, that's why I don't really focus on the pet. Like, I honestly had no idea even what you're supposed to do with the pet. Both my first time playing this and this time now, I still haven't gotten it. Moving after you told is 2/3 rate. So I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a big no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. I guess I should go inside. And you can already see what I'm going to look at first. Compared to my room, the cottage has a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the room. What the hell? That proves Mahiro was here, but she's not coming back. Then I should try looking for a naughty book. What the hell? Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding. Kidding? Are you that kind of person? Jeez, well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
Exactly. But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on the top of the bed. On the top of the bed? So, before we look at the thing on the top of the bed, we're obviously going to look at this Monokuma right here. Which should be our last one, but I feel like I need to double check something, because I think when I was trying to speed back through the spot we missed, I may have accidentally missed one of the Monokumas. There's an envelope on the top of the bed.
Hey.
You beat, this might be the ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. I turned over the envelope, and what came falling out was a few photos. Not this photo. This is a photo of Mikan, Ibuki, and Kyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. This is like a game. There's a similar scenario with the first date in Twilight True Edition. Wasn't it Truth Edition? Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking a picture. Is this the photo she took? Entrance hall photo has been added to the truth board section of her handbook. Look at this photo too. A broken vase. Like the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day. As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom and so used room. Broken vase photo has been added to the truth bullet section of her handbook. This photo is more shocking. Chiaki showed the photo. I was stunned in silence. The murdered girl! This is an actual photo of the dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's a music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day? Yeah, the one they blamed on a murder. High school girl's crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. So we all know who Girl D is, right? Without anyone needing to say. And one more. This is the last photo. And this is her second murder photo. This is probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the fourth day. I mean, it's really matches her body in game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is the photo of Girl E. Did we just level twice? Girl E's crime scene photo has been added to the photo section of the handbook. With that, we finished looking at all the photos. So based on all these photos, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize. This is the ending prize for being Twilight. And what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen? Huh? What's this? Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you did to my sister. We'll talk then. This is...
Wait. Time out.
I mean, yes, you do. But I'm just surprised. We went from about maybe, mid-23 to suddenly 25 by just the end of this. Well, maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the prize wasn't Mahiro. Someone else said this is Mahiro, and that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mamoru wasn't lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
Yep.
So see, I guess Nagito did protect her. And that's why she played that game, right? Then the person who played this game first, this envelope looks very familiar. And the word sister is written in his note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Fukihiro is sus! The ending prize has been added to your has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth vote section to review.
Hey, hey.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate because we did that. We discovered an important clue. Yeah, I agree. But there's still one more thing left. We have to find out who actually killed him. But there's not much time left. I need to hurry. What more are we looking at? Are we gonna look for Fukihiro? Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, there tends a charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
I wouldn't say that. I was just thinking about failing you in on the result of that investigation. Results?
Bound to be.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knee and lick my shoe. What the fuck, Nagito? What the fuck? Huh? Just kidding, I was joking. Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually,
It's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? So you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course, you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. If I can get a clue, what are you going to do, Jackie? I'm going to try to talk to the hero and see what he can tell me. So I'll leave this to you.
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible. But it might be different with a girl. Just be careful he doesn't get rough. If he just tell Chiaki to use sex appeal, he just... Nagito! Bad Nagito! Where's the spray bottle?
Yep.
This is the really part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
What? Do you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach right there. And again, like I said, I'm going to say it again. Again, because I had that twice. It happened to me, one after another. So I'm going to say, just in case, say breakthrough, folks. Okay, since we're going back to the beach house, I think we can resolve the issue on that where I can just get there. Save us a trip. Okay, we'll teleport straight there. Beach house, and we'll check
Now
another.
then.
Let's try going inside. Nagito!
Whoa!
Whoa, why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just a mild bruise. You clearly think like an old man.
What the heck?
This bastard. You two have arrived at a good time. The thing is, I discovered something very terrible. Terrible discovery. Not only that, I believe it's something like Sonya's, but there's something I noticed too. Tsumi-kan? Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching to its boiling point. First order of business. Closet. Okay, that's not what I meant to click. Yep, I did miss them.
I've been found.
Now we have all the Monokuma dolls for this chapter. So let's talk to Sonya first. Listen, I have big news. Huge news. This is huge news. Remember that Sun Witch Esper Aito mask that was next to my body? Oh yeah, the mask the killer used to hide their face.
Listen.
No, that's not correct. That mask is not just used to hide their face. And what is it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer, and so professed allied justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hue and mask at all times. Supposedly they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order.
Isn't that work a vigilante? Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. I need to be surprised.
Hey.
This is Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask was found as a hero mask, but it is a heroine mask to be precise. Tomato, Sonya. Tomato. Although I don't know anyone who. Well, who the fuck says tomato? Sun Witch Esper Aito is a pretty witch girl. See, a heroine.
Anyway.
Tomato. Alright, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Makihiro? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like that in some video game. Was it Danganropa 1? That was Toko. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killers just use to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure show something that stands out. That might be true, but it's easy to write this off as foolish. It might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called sparkling justice? Please,
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
If she goes on for 2 hours, we've lost all investigation time. The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
I can't believe that was what they voiced out. Just damn. Well, what the heck was that?
Well?
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
What?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase.
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. What the? Wait. So a journalist interviewed Sparkling Justice and they didn't arrest him afterwards? I or whoever the cops were in that situation. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. Was the journalist another criminal? No good can come from getting involved in serial killer. The serial killer might not want to hear that. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the mask, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Isn't that kind of a stretch to say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
listen!
No, it doesn't mean they are in our group. It's possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to kill my group.
Wow.
That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. No matter how much I think about us, that one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Okay, now let's see what our nurse can report. Something that's probably more fitting. Weekend, you had something to say too, right? Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So please, don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. I get it, so get on with it. I tried my best to inform the autopsies, and I was able to find out Makihiro was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly a metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Makihiro didn't suffer. What does that mean? There's no doubt that she died instantly. Her death was instant? That sounds a little strange. I think I better ruin that. Yeah, so basically, he climbed up. So, despite what Hajime thought in the beginning, she did not crawl. There's nothing I found. I started talking to my own. Were you busy or not? Just tell me. During the autopsy, I discovered this Makihira's problem. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. But what we discussed earlier is that if we change the place and time, I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30. Okay, but we've done with you. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko, saying, this letter is real. We would mean Yoko met up with Makihiro, right? Plus, Makihiro's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. and then that 30 minutes prior. And if we think about what that implies, then Yoko is sus. Oh, I'm starting to get confused. If it's true, what does that mean? What happened between Makihiro and Yoko? Letter on Makihiro has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. One more thing said, hey, tell me what you know already. Did you find out whose principals were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. It's cottage. Everyone's cottage?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I need to access for the investigation, so he's let me let me in. That bastard, he did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain everything to you. Episode floated down near the entrance of the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Well, it's footprint. I see. So the reason you snuck into sight everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everyone's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuki Hero wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Whose footprints are
Yep.
Yoko Sayano. Yoko?
Well...
She's more and more sus. To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She showed herself inside her cottage. Remember, if she stayed there, I couldn't see again.
Perhaps?
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to get back to the cottage. I'm treating her like a small animal. Did not get to learn how to steal talent and steal the ultimate hunter's talent, but it was totally worth it. The footprints I collected there were smaller than anyone else's, and matched the footprints of the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Kyoko's footprints. Footprints on the beach have been updated in your handbook. Check out the truthbook section for review. Also, it's not like I was sneaking around or anything, but I found something really interesting in our cottage. Interesting?
See?
I found a lot of these candies in the room. That's the gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got them from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who will only eat the same brand. I mean, but what? I mean, we all seen that happen before when they framed Makoto. That didn't work. Please, they won't do that again. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Come on, this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Going back is added to the truth book section of your handbook. Yeah, I think that's it. Ding dong, bing bong. Alright, time to start the trial.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end! Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Okay, but they also did it with 4 with Sakura as well, but that was a weird one.
I'll see you soon!
Now then.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. It's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Now then, let's go. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let's go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body. Okay, chapter 3 as well, but that one was so poorly done. We all know that she failed utterly in that one. Where is she? Oh, I guess we can't. Just run teleports for that. That's annoying. Hey, when did we get to level 26? The evidence there are some really high level things. But hey, we got all the Monokuma dolls. We've got all our evidence. Now there's only one thing to do. let me go. Help me. Oh, he's gonna do something crazy. I'll be ruined.
Why
Shut up and stay put, you stubborn little leap. I don't even know what's
Stop it!
Stop harassing little girls. This is what's going on. Yoko's trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her to my force. But Yoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Isn't that? I kind of want to see how that would look. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm going to make you a part of this island's food chain. Waste my sweet ass time. Please, waste them. Someone make you waste all his sweet ass time. So there's no other problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck's Spooky Hero? That guy totally ditched my appointment. Pisses me off, What the motherfucking hell? His anger changes form. I'm right here. Spooky Hero, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? Let's go. Yakuza, accepting defeat is not an option. Spooky Hero, what's that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, no, it's all good.
Anyway,
It looks like please go back to normal. This is disgusting. Anyway, it looks like everyone's here, so let's depart.
see ya
I'll go
later.
first, and one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit!
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of Kama.
Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right, I can only move forward is the only option. Monokuma Rock. Roar!
you're so evil!
No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad taste. The worst, the lowliest, most brutal taste. I mean, you've only seen it twice. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked through the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by feeling so much dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. So my heart was a run through the swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator's vibration gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether with a aim, defeat the boring routine. So I decided to start redecorating. How? Okay, look, Monokuma's redecoration was awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I allowed you to think otherwise. Anyways, I think otherwise just for the fun of it. To go to the trouble of doing something like this elaborate? Really, what is your true intention?
No, no!
Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time?
Yeah!
Take away my purpose. That alone is my purpose. Purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest one in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purpose like trying to survive. Enjoy the class trial, not in your hearts. It's starting, the class trial starting. Mahoryu Kuzumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unwielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her, Terror, is among us. I don't want to believe it. But regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if it's breathing or not. This is the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial of building with hope and despair has begun. Yes, we'll save. Finish preparations. Trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Still on the
Now
second
then,
time.
let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. And let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we
I'm gonna
clarify
have to
who
call
the
a
characters in the game are
contractor.
first.
That fourth wall of mine is really breaking. So I think it's better if we clarify who's characters in the game, who the characters in the game are first. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning of the game. By using the staff rule after playing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A was Mikan!
See, Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? So that's an infringement of my right to privacy.
This comment.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, and her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. That only stands for one person, Ibuki.
I see!
Best girl.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh my god, Ibuki, why? Why would you say that to Hajime? I really don't need to explain to you what the joke is. Damn. Honestly, in the Japanese, it's C. Ibuki hears it as sicko. Sicko as sicko, but damn. Ibuki didn't like that. Please tell me we all know what she said there. Please tell me you guys know what she said there.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D? Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Mahiru.
I see! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case. Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Gaia Fukahiro.
I see! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
So
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji,
No, it's Koizumi.
Miyota, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Furuhiro's last name, Kuzuryu, has appeared twice. It's true I have a hunch, but you call me out like that, and I can tell you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Well, probably that because you're the only one he knows who had it. He had a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
There's
This is
someone.
what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. What the hell is with my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice. By the way,
That makes
what role did Guy F's little
Sato
sister,
Girl E.
the other Kuzuryu, play?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game who I could see being Furuhiro's sister was. So yeah, as you can see, it's clearly not Girl E.
I see!
She really died.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch Girl E was it, Sato.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Really? Because that did not sound like sarcasm.
You said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easy, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see.
Hey!
So you're
Fuyuhiro
never
got
gonna
Monokuma to
accept
shut the
that
hell up.
that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
It's Yoko. She's too mysterious.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
This coming from the guy who apparently has his tongue out of his mouth.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school
And everyone
girl,
forgot about
is
Sato
Fuyuhiko.
again.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Never mind.
Me? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice? I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
I mean, maybe Girl E likes Twilight Case, but we have no
Maybe
idea
it's
if that is.
related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
How dare you bring Gundam into this? What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Who the fuck is Suzuki? And he also has a strange rivalry.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got...
What? No way! Is that true?
Honestly, why do you give a shit?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
They're not. They're not.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Girl E was killed on the 4th day in Twilight's main storyline. I was able to find out why she was killed by playing the secret storyline, which means it has something to do with the first high school girls. It's because Girl E was
I see.
basically
The reason Girl
revenge.
E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Revenge!
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E,
Sounds like
she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Is it?
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
Love seeing you do that.
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Which doesn't explain what the hell happened to the swimsuit.
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Dude, he's the same age as
is Girl
you.
E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hall, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Photos? No. The broken legs.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shatter.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You should feel disgusting for just saying that.
You're the disgusting one.
I have to do.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. We were told that we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear. Then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and the non-stop debate. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will clip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. If you get the list right, it appears the debate is getting tougher, so I have obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named John something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. John something, I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well, not good luck. Have fun. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the silencer. We're playing on gentle, so...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you talked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
I mean...
Then the piano.
That's even bigger!
Why are you going even bigger? The investigation conducts universal chaos. It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that. I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
That should be Gundam's line!
I've chosen it all! And gravel is impossible! It's too small to be a weapon!
Bullshit!
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, and so is the bag, then the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
I've never played AA, so does anyone know if that's true?
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Oh god, Mika, who are you even thinking about killing?
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girl E's killer. Right now, the only person I can think of is that guy. Okay, I'm not even going to specify who it is. Obviously, it's Guy F. that killed Girl E in a rage.
It should have been Guy F.
You know what? Just because I'm going to just do
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is a killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
Sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, that game and Mahiru's death are probably related to one another. And actually, there's a specific item that was used in both. I didn't get enough to read it, but as we know, there is a specific item, and that is the metal bat.
I can prove
That's
it
what I
with
found
this.
this time. Ha!
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
She was dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
right?
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Ryoko?
See, I told you Ryoko was best.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Which one of you?
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are! Don't decide that based on ugliness!
They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened between those two events. Isn't that right, Ryoko?
I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh?
It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Got a point.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that. I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you
I'm
take
sorry,
a look at
August.
this
I can't
letter?
read what you're saying in the chat. I wanted to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. And we discussed it earlier. Is it good to change the place and time? Why do you come to the beach house on the 2nd Ivy at 2 p.m.? Seeing someone wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep this secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a little while. It'd be bad if it starts suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Sayanji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko. You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner Fuyuhiko, so you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
But that makes you the hero.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house. Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know! Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru.
Hey, why would you have to hide
There's evidence
herself?
for that too.
The only place I can think of where Yoko is hiding is probably that place, right? If the item was found there, that would lead us to assume Yoko was waiting there. Spot selection. Basically, you just select a suspicious spot and it's a closet.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct? What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mixture. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap! Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
It's never gonna stop, isn't it?
Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
such foolish things. I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
She thinks Yoko is suspicious, but there is something strange. Something that doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like you're being directed by someone. I mean, Taco's the one bringing this all up, so... Taco? Gummy bag?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
It's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You should not be calling anyone a midget.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavor.
What if it was banana flavored?
Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
I'd very much like to see that just because that was
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
I feel like this one's gonna be the last one.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
You already know that's wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry!
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Didn't even call one.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously! That's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh?
of your peers would have been
See?
awesome.
I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Battle showdown. Shower round.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko didn't. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the pit. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. Allow me to cut through those words.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Whoops.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
That wouldn't hide blood.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Look at her clothes off before putting it away. No, that would be impossible. She can't get dressed by herself. You think she can get dressed by herself? Is that really it? Something's
Damn it!
wrong. Wait, no? She can't get dressed by herself. Yoko took her clothes off before committing murder. No, that wouldn't be possible. Oh, I misread. That she can't get dressed by herself.
See!
I put the wrong one.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't top my clothes off for myself.
Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah,
You would know
she
that.
couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. I only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
He was very eager to
Damn
shoot
right!
people.
I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Yeah.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
So yeah, unfortunately, despite Akane not
Me of all
being...
people, you got some nerve.
Soda, you don't want to run for the
I'll
foul.
bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
I could've-
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Because you literally kept making yourself suspicious.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
Shut the hell up, Pig Bart! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Every time,
I'm
Yoko.
sorry for being
Mikon, stand up for yourself! More importantly, Fuki Hero's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Please, no spoilers. Forgive me, I don't know. I cannot read your name properly.
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Does your name say
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Oh, your thing is Sean MC Child. So I had to change my angle to read that. And she basically said she didn't talk to her. Basically, she lied.
Damn it!
So, what was your...
I told her it was
just
fine.
realized,
I mean, I didn't have a reason to say
phone was
no.
on the space button, so sorry about that.
Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be
Wait,
seen
let's see if I can do this quick so we can see the lines that was skipped over. Damn it, so that was a lie, because I thought I'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything. So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation? No, I won't go through it.
You always have to say something
To be
snide.
fair, I'm only saying a name because I don't
At
know
the
who you are.
time, we were supposed to
John,
meet
I'm just
around
reading
2
part of your
p.m.,
name
but
tag and going off something short. I mean, you don't
around
think my name
noon,
is
there was a
Brand
letter inside my mailbox.
His name is Magus, is it?
A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. That we discussed earlier, if it's okay, if you guys don't, I'm going to stop reading this. This is basically the exact same thing as you can see. But the difference is, the time is 2 p.m. and Mahiru is the name. It's almost the same thing. And you can also see the full text in that photo it's showing. I'm not going to read it all for you. It's basically the same letter. You obtain the truth book. Letter Yoko received. As an add to the truth book section of your...
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter Yoko had. I did not get enough time to read that, but I'm pretty sure the thing that it's getting in the way. Get it again. I know I'm supposed to press enter on that. I don't want to write left click on that.
This letter, doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
We discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? When you come to the beach house, so yeah, basically that's the only real difference, like it says 2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Ryoko's letter...
What we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? When you come to the beach house on the second island, time is still the same at 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Fair, Hiyoko, you lied quite a few times, so... It's safe to say that the letter was forged by the killer, but... It's what did the killer for? Both letters are.
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they can manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters!
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer! How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
No! Bad! Where's the spray bottle?
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
No, don't punch him to death. That means we have to do another one of these trials.
You went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there? I fell asleep! Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
So she was chloroform, basically.
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Oh, yeah,
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry.
Soda, no, do not
When I
bully
woke
Nikon.
up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
So yeah,
And
that's
why you ran
the
out of
body
the beach house in
announcement-
such a panic.
The body announcement went off when
I was scared.
Soda and Nikon
I was
found it.
really,
because
really
three
scared.
bodies had been...
Really scared
You
that I
don't see the
couldn't
bodies.
help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Not a bad plan.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
So yes, Hiyoko...
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
I mean...
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
It's not wrong!
The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup! The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork! Hey! What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want!
And he's asleep.
Whoa! He's sleeping!
You're just telling me...
You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other...
You already punched the person that was sparking justice.
The only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but... Like said, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cool ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Class trial has been suspended.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I'd like to present the answer right here, right now. Are you going to spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel scared. You can't, that's a serious big no. No. Spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against inflation. Who's club president? So we have to review the answer is... God, you can't, everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. First of all, isn't it naughty and Japanese? Alright, so we're gonna save. And, well, last time we stopped mid-class trial, this time I think we won't.
Oh, Monami! And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
So I think we can continue.
Think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Plus, I want to give you guys a little bit of a longer episode to make up for what happened in the last episode. So we'll continue at the end of the trial and we'll afterwards.
I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh, she tells it after we already had
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
And watch, we're gonna find our next video game. I want to play a new game. Is that what you were thinking? So we prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Drive. During the Logic Drive, you will control a version of yourself created image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of your synaptic course. You can move sideways, mouse, accelerate with the control keys. Press the right mouse button to brake, and the left mouse button to jump. The point to the wall. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be a branching questions in the course. The answer split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the break. That's my advice. If you press the escape key, blah blah blah, you can repeat the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Wait, let's see. Very important question. Killer came into the evidence on the Mediterranean in the beach house. When did the killer arrive at the park in the beach house? When they inside the beach house, where would they have been hiding? You just said nobody was hiding the shower room. Thank you. Just focus and think about it. I'm sure I'll be able to. Alright, I'm gonna do it. We're snowboarding now. Question 1. When did the killer... 4. She left. When did the killer after she left? Yeah, this is a pretty simple one. It looks like we're not going to really, other than the moments when it asks you to jump to the other moments when you won't actually be told to jump.
Coming together. Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Can you explain in Russian? I would love to hear you speak Russian.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, it should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Yoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make a Kami bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen. I need to answer by any means. Hey, why not you? You're right next to him. The place where the killer was hiding. The place where Yoko is...
Here! The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Kyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in the event in advance. I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... You guys know what I'm going to select? It is... the middle...
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf, and there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
She really likes ending her sentences, I think.
And the killer was close to me during that time?
They could have killed Yoko as well, but since she was being framed.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Oh, God,
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I've never heard of that one before.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
You shouldn't, but I feel
Anyway,
like
the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case. I agree with that as well.
Don't care, Nagito.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
Wait, what?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
This is not the time
Sorry,
for a
Akane.
logic.
It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma, can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
So yeah, he doesn't
I
consider
know
her
it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body. What's wrong with that? Nothing.
Think about it.
I just thought it was somewhat strange. More
Because
importantly, let's get back
the
to
announcement
our
went off
original topic.
after Soda found
You're the
it.
one who went on a tangent.
The only person who would have known it beforehand
You were
is
just
Yoko,
saying the killer
which is
was
1, and
hiding in
2.
the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
Or planting it.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point on forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. You hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the rectangle will change. You aim at the remark's weak spots and keep it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. This memorization phrase can only be fired once as the single truth quote. You shoot or change the truth to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. You don't seem to have the answer to lie or mistake. And to a lie or mistake the available truth codes, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to your praise. But the best time flashback, then you just have to push the threats, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you use the truth flashback. Please remember this is only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. So I'm guessing at this point it doesn't mean what... Oh, we only get the shower, but it's not shower.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Damn it, I screwed that up.
They cut it up and floosh.
I'm gonna fast forward it
As
because...
someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Really, no one needs to do that. Oh no.
It's the other way around. Perhaps someone other... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on...
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's
So
the
the
other...
line that
Perhaps
we
someone
need, as
other...
they
Maybe
brought up
they
with
were
the
able to wash it
flashback,
off.
we need...
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong. They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else. Something other than the shower. Like what?
Other than the shower, that would be the drinks for the refrigerator.
I see! Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
In theory, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Damn.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Yeah, really, the sword thing again. What did I do wrong here?
It's true there were drinks in the beach. However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
God damn it, I'm still getting this cross. Does anyone know what you're supposed to do this? I have no idea what you're supposed to do this part. I don't get it, because I'm getting it. Imagine the words.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house. However, try one bottle. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Oh, I got it.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no wash. There were only
Yeah.
flavored drinks. If you use those to wash with the blood won't come off in your body. They will leave an aromatic scent, especially if you used a lot.
I screwed up there. Shit.
Damn it!
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, twice one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Don't make me do this. Damn, I really don't get how you're supposed to win that part. That one is one of the ones
It's
this is
true
an
the
annoying
beach
one.
house was, however, twice one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Damn. I really hate these ones.
It's true there were drinks in the beach. However, twice one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Got it?
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the river.
Allow me to cut through those words!
That one is the wrong one.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
Not really.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Bang!
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Seriously, because all they would need to do is just stand in the shower. Hold on a second. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
So we all know who it is now.
See? Just as I thought. Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash off blood that's water on them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be someone among this group. Right before I discovered Mahiru's body, I met... Say, what kind of swimsuit do you think Miss Sonia will wear? Since she's a foreigner, how about a bikini? Ironically, she wore a wetsuit. She's the only one not to wear a bikini. Who are you going to trust with? Don't you making false accusations, you bastard. That's a strange combo. Okay, do I really need to do this? Kyoko, we already know this. Running. Chiaki in her pure white swimsuit with ice cream. And she was this much, she thought she'd be the first to arrive. She got unlucky. And you remember, Akane was already there? Hey, sorry to keep you guys waiting. And clearly looks wet in this scene. Hajime and Yuichi, why are you two? I don't know why I said you, but... And Sonia, you know, who clearly wasn't wet. Is there a killer among us? Yes, there is. And it's not Kyoko, it's not Gundam, it's not Akane. It's not Yuki, it's not Naruto, Hiko, it's not Chiaki, it's not Nida, it's not Sonia. Fortunately, it is Peko.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
At least she's not being terrible at being...
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Yeah, I don't know why they seem to repeat that. Hey, aren't you doing anything? I'm just gonna skip.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bombs, they'd have to drench their entire body.
That just makes me wonder, does that mean Pecco literally went there in her
But there were no towels on the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Yeah.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
No one even saw her swimming.
No, I saw her.
Huh?
Now you're lying. That's a lie.
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
And that's obviously already alive for...
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on, that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
That, and he got there way before Pecco. So if Pecco was swimming... It's just coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't pay attention to the beach house. And straight back to the hotel. First of all, you guys, I didn't see anyone during that time. Literally trying to give her a cover story. Why are you doing this to me, Hero?
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
That is a good point.
Mention it. You're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up for you, Hiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
Very good.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
One little detail.
This mystery seems unsolved.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route, I might know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. A small window in the shower room.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Pecco could have reached it.
She had a footstool.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. That is only deals with nature and this vengeful nature and mutual prosperity. I mean, would that count littering? I mean, they could have just thrown it back in. So... No, it's waiting for me to press it.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object. Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object! You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
She got you!
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pecco was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Or maybe it was all of
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Please don't.
No! Please don't be violent.
Even killer use now, but you can see it out the window. They wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have put it somewhere. If that's the case, then maybe it's an option they didn't have to hide. If so, I feel like I'm starting to see something. So yeah, we're gonna play Hangman now. This will be kind of annoying. But you can probably start thinking, what did she use? Not what I meant to do there. And I get an A. Okay, I fucked up there. I fucked up. That was not the wise move to do. Yeah, I need another M. Come on, give me an M. Damn, almost. The thing is, I needed that letter. No! Damn it, I needed that B. Come on, another B. Come on, another B. And this is the one thing about the Hangman that's really annoying. Is the lettering is always so random. They will give you letters that it shouldn't even give, or... God damn, I actually broke that one trying to get it. Grab it. Okay, come on, give me another W. I'm trying to save the letters I can. Damn it! Yeah, totally not what I... This is why I don't like the Hangman. So yeah, the word is bamboo sword. I didn't ask for it, Magus, but you could probably spell what I was saying.
Pecco, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
So you guys probably figured that out of those.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Pecco used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
How do you know that?
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Wow, it is a bamboo
You can have an
sword.
American ninja.
I'm sure a slender girl like Pecco could easily use it to climb.
Well, Pecco, do you have anything to say?
Now then, time has come again, once again, for the Panic Talk PTA. Let's talk about fever time and nega time. From this point on, you will be able to use fever time by pressing the space key during PTA. When fever time is active, the tempo will be pushed to its max. That's not all, you won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the left mouse button when full, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until you're focusing and God runs out. So make best use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. Your opponent activates nega time. Your tempo marker will disappear, making it quick if it's equal to press the button in rhythm. In that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes but with your ears. Passion the heart. And clearly, you can always change the difference. I'm not going to tell them they have to redo the class chart for that chapter if they do that. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Who said that?
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
here? What are you? What's up, PTA?
Got proof, you bastard? I'll steal your fucking organs! That's obviously impossible! You're pissing me off! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut bastard! Don't fuck with me! You're pissing me off!
I really hate
Got
this.
proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll steal your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! Don't fuck with me! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? I'll steal your fucking organs! That's obviously impossible! You're pissing me off! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, this is
It's
the
a
end!
sword bag. Sadly, we've ended his argument.
If she used her bamboo sword as a stepstone, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a stepstone, she tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword. I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that.
Dude, don't tell me ninjas.
Simply put,
only for their knowledge.
Peko could have
Only 'cause they
performed
screwed up
this
with
feat.
stuff.
An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with
Naruto, not the
it
time.
would have been an even greater plan. You just back off!
Is it true?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard!
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
Alright, so take it. I go really admits it. She admitted it just now, right? Something closing up to that she might use skill, right? But that's right. The figure was not arguing. I could submit it so freely. Probably because she didn't realize there's no way to argue it
Among
anymore.
flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
You got a creepy ass smile right now. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Oh god, the Sonya
Justice
Sprite.
is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that!
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Oh god, she put the mask on.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Yep. Sorry, you can
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this chill?
Pecco finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
Again, isn't that a vigilante?
She is supposed to be... but... huh?
Ally of justice?
So that's why you're wearing a mask!
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? There goes the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Maybe you just got it for Monica was apparently supposed to.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow.
Not even the hedgehog?
Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
This is fucking...
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
God, you
I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
I'm dead. He's got me down this already. So, yeah, there's no mistake that I was puzzle all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
What do we have in our stock? Alright, a pretty anime girl box. Let's see. Nope. This one. Yuko made a promise with someone. That, I feel like, would be on the first page. That seems to be the very... Tie the bamboo sword obviously has to be on one of the last. Sword. Footprints in the sand. That. This one. Two. Yoko and Yoko. That has to be the same one as this one. Okay, that is creepy. That's the top. Waterfall. Yeah, let's wash off the blood. Know that it has to be done. I don't know. Letters. That's one of the first steps, right, Ed? This one. Inside the circle. I thought we saw that on the 6th page. Yeah, but where shall I? Yoko arrives at the beach house. She was technically first one to arrive. She has to be knocked out first. Which leaves Mayuri.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us
I
as
noticed
the
I apparently have a new fault. And Nemo, I have a new fault.
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who
Thank you, Sean,
also
for the
appeared in
fault.
the game
You're
as a
still here?
character.
But my apologies, I didn't see this one.
Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said.
and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon. The metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left.
Not sure why.
I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
But that wouldn't help. But you can't.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
If only you didn't get the lemon one.
Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room.
It has iron bars.
However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I love how it takes the mask off, despite that we know Becco's wearing the mask.
See. What of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Kill the person.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
I mean, if I stab him one time,
What are you
they will kill
saying?
him.
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on in order to keep justice. To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall, who will combat the evils of this world?
After a superhero, the Avengers.
Follow your hearts of
The real
justice
DC
that
heroes.
reside within you all.
With the arrow
And
reform.
save my
Nothing
life
else
to
to
protect justice.
there.
Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Sacrifices?
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that,
Oh God, the poor
Akuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now
I
then,
hear the story.
please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
And the vote is... Peko! Guilty as fuck.
pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Can I save? This is turning way longer than I expected.
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
This is going to put me to sleep.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Sure, it's been a while since we heard him say anything.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast.
No,
She just has
she
a little
is.
more passion about them than most.
That That makes her an enthusiast.
Exactly.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about Sparkling Justice and Pekka, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes Sparkling Justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
But anyway, Pekka was surprised by the catchphrase. Yeah, I'm not reading these voicings. I read it in the library. Remember, she speaks 30 different languages. Let's see, so that's what it was. I think I got a difference between the serial killer and Pekka. I think she tried translating the different words.
Let's see! That's right. According to what Sonia said.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
The Russian letter in her line! That's why I completely misunderstood. The first one of the post serial killer, genocide show, and Sparkling Justice gets an oath of God. This is when both serial killers were from the same country. But that was the case. So, shows from
You're not Sparkling
Japan,
Justice.
anyways.
There's no way that's possible.
Or, you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, and you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
Yeah.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose. Just
So yeah,
as
basically, no,
What do you
there's
mean?
no Sparkling
Fulfilled
Justice
its
in
purpose?
this
Too
game.
late? What are you getting
And
at?
Pekka was just using the name.
now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was!
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Pekko and Kyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
For that, proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime, and he was Nagato Asmaki, and a group of about earlier. Wow,
I see.
I'm forgetting this for a second. The body discovery announcement.
Talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
Or this time, if we're the killer or not. Yep. So a third person, he's fine about it. One piece of
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case,
Yoko
the killer,
have done it,
Peko,
but Hajime did
is not
discover
one of
it
those three.
after the announcement.
If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but
I see. That leaves us one person short.
It went off before
So
Hajime
that
found the
means
body.
there was one more person in the beach house.
plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
I'm so sorry about the wait on this, guys, but I had to do my eye drops. It's Fukahiro.
You're the only one!
They couldn't wait anymore. And excuse me right now, my vision is a little blurry because of the eyebrows.
I see.
Usually I need to give a
Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
Sorry.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
My eye drops
Would you
make my
call
soul
a
a little
game like
blurry.
that a strong motive?
No, that's a freedom game for in real life. They already showed that off on eBay to us. And the prize.
I can prove it with this. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but
Ironically, we've seen Hajime with the
there's
file
no
that
doubt that
Hajime
game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko. Didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right?
Natsumi, whose name we'll actually remember here in Danganropa 2, but you see it in
Whoever beat the game first received the winning prize.
I hope Hajime did see him in Danganropa.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it.
Which was fair.
Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But
fate.
Phoebe smile from Peko.
As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. Peko's allegation holds up. That means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
Still creepy smile about my
What the hell?
Damn, almost all hundreds. Across the board. Damn. I'm guessing that was the accidental, I hit the wrong one, and the Peko one.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Didn't we get to save? Nope. Yeah, though there were some twists and turns along the way. The one who killed my Yuri Kozuichi is... Oh, hold on a sec. Okay, I'll
Sorry.
Wait. Sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being. If I'm a human being, then I am not a tool. If that's what you are saying, you're wrong.
You just don't
Because you
know.
don't know. Because you don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Hero? Peko and I grew up together. We're two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuri clan turned me in.
Nothing but a tool.
Leave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my
God, all
young
these
master is
fights.
attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only
Hero literally
reason
has
for
the same
living.
haircut. In every photo. That is my only reason for
Before
living.
I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
But that is, you are wrong. You are not a tool, Peko. Because if you were a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Nothing. Huh? I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relation does not exist on this island. We're just high school students, fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I I am nothing but
No
a
matter
tool.
what I'm told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. My young master intends to kill. It is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill my Yuri wasn't you, it was the hero.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me!
She's covered in blood. What does that mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You
tried to confirm with my Yuri. That's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
I sent her the photos because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. Pretty sure my Yuri was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when my Yuri spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this.
Aww.
So I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my
Wait,
my!
you're not gonna go? Yuri? I want to talk about it there. It should be totally fine. It's pretty important, so it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
It definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, I don't think... It doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. She should have gone too.
But...
It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, for the hero? If you could only make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mayuri into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? Eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even it ruined my disguise. It was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister. So that is why you killed Mayuri with the bat. But still, I believed her up until the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey,
if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
I don't want to hear about that.
but...
The fact that your sister is killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time I was acting like a coward. Even if I called over Mayuri, I was still trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. At that moment, your master called for me and made me kill Mayuri.
Huh?
No, he seems confused.
Young master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? The tool's not defined by its will, but by its action. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously important for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and then pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Hey, so just telling Monokuma to be quiet makes him quiet. Huh. We should use that more often. I thought it was just as my new master plan. I proceeded to tamper with the scene plan. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be!
You insisted you were sparking justice in order to make us hasten our votes. So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right, you guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me a mere tool as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously
Hold
wrong!
on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should have been decided already. Is that right, Monokuma?
This is
I'll just
troubling!
talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fumihiro is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
See, so forbidden. Peko, Fugahiro himself is your true hope, then. On his behalf, you killed my Yuri, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect us. You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fugahiro, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
Huh?
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool does not panic like that, right? Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fugahiro of your own free will?
Hey.
Fugahiro, can you tell the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us back when we killed her. Those are all things you ordered her to do. Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fugahiro?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Young Master.
Master, you have to tell me. You just have to tell the truth. Don't follow your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fugahiro, you mentioned this before, but this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? Hajame's talent is the ultimate empath, because he's really good at picking people's emotions. Young Master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am your tool. Here, this is considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you still lose Peko, but...
Hey.
You insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let us hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young Master,
Notice his face is different. Young Master, I am finished.
What the hell did you do?
Oh, she is saying this was.
You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth.
Yeah, for a tool, Peko does not listen to orders well.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body.
What's the question? How did Fugahiro get out? I just realized she hadn't blocked the door yet.
Hurry!
So you just walked out the door.
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan. You better escape.
So how about it, Fugahiro? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young Master!
I'm a disgrace.
That's actually what I would do to survive. I just feel ashamed of myself. It means I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
If I admit that, it means you really are a tool to me. Or just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you, I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young Master!
So
Oh,
this is how it turned out.
too bad.
Here I thought he'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her medicine action.
Why
No way
you?
did that medicine could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monkumi, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what and Fukihiro discussed.
jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Even the situation, Pecco's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Pecco, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to prove me, got me the chance to survive, but I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Huh?
Young master.
Master, you have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
And then why?
Even so,
So I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
Pecco.
Don't go.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a
senseless
senseless killing such as this ever again.
I didn't realize that was voiced. Of course. Okay. That will do, Monokumo. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel
Just so you know, I will
despair.
never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So
You'll be
cool!
able to maintain that composure until the very end. People who act as proud as you have always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master
Fukihiro,
Fuyuhiko,
please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you
I
to
want you to
remember.
remember. The tool Pecco Oyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like if you remember that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. And let's begin. The punch I'm brimming with despair.
jeez.
Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills!
It's time
Chills!
for the ultimate
Kills!
swordsman Pecco. This time for the ultimate swordsman Pecco Oyama.
Why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For you.
I
Never needed a sword or a shield.
never needed a tool. So, you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you.
I love confession, Fukihiro.
Only you.
Young Master?
Does she now get it?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids.
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Pecco. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me.
Young Master? Young Master!
Oh, they're both breaking down in tears. So he's forcing him to fight back. torn to shreds after he was struck the monster. Hero? Bad. It shouldn't be allowed. You're dying to weekly falling like dominoes? Professor, what is this? This can't be. It's still alive, right? Echo! Hero!
Such a waste.
Heaven's sake. That's the worst. What a waste. This is complete. What a waste. This is why she should have discussed it with me. Nagito, no! It's supposed to be flashed to your hope, but it was crushed in something so unpalatable. You still talking about that? How long aren't you pissed like you really friend that killed?
Such despair.
I even feel sad and hopeless. Still,
Isn't that
it's going
right?
to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even despair, it's just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. Ooh, in a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be reminds me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyways, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hope of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't be even a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fukahiro died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive. What?
Everyone!
No, Fukahiro is still alive.
You serious?
Are you serious? Fukahiro! Then we rush over to Fukahiro's side. Damn! You think I would have killed him, but he survived.
He's still breathing.
Mika, do your magic. You're the ultimate nurse.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Save some red.
You're so stupid!
You were so thought of saving him, so that's why you ended up.
You stupid brother!
So laid back about you need to hurry up and save him.
I
Surprise
don't!
order?
What the
Why
heck?
do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some reaction with use of stone?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey, hey!
But it's written by the spiritual rules. If the blackened is exposed during the class trial, I'm going to try to do that. If only the blackened gets executed, then Fukahiro shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey, hey!
But you used to be able to do it.
I'm being
I guess I have no choice.
Fine, fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save them. Really? I
like,
was actually going to do that all along, so I already prepared for this. Not prepared? And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere. And it gradually got closer and closer.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Sounds like a terrible doctor, and I haven't had a doctor named Burns. He gave me something I hated.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patient!
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat! So, I'll see you later!
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fukahiro vanished from our sight. Is he really going to be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there's any other way.
Perhaps.
It's going to be fine. He'll probably get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely going to come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. And all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused my hero's death, you know?
However,
However, we must put that aside since Pego has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall,
There's no
my
second chance in
tears.
life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
damn it!
Yes. Things aren't as exciting as shit stirs like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. At the bottom of my heart, I really wanted to be a hero. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended. We still can't see the real ending. We still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then. No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. And if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea, we're just left there, alone. Only one word can explain our situation. Despair. Couldn't find a more suitable word than that. We're seeing it count down. More crazy. And there's 15 days left. Countdown's going down from 10. Seconds.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore whether it's better if we let them leave this island or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Oh,
and
God.
the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Really matters how many words you ever need to describe a situation.
That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
And Chapter C, Sea and Punishment, Sins and Coconuts. We've reached its end, but sadly, only 12 students remain. Can we handle Chapter 3 without any issues? To be continued. Change to present. Black Dragon Blade. Wait, does that mean we just got Pego's sword? Alright, and we're going to save. We're going to be on Chapter 3, but we're going to have to continue from there. So we've been streaming a little over 3 hours. Them trials, like I said, it takes a while to get through these trials. Of course, we had the investigation time beforehand. But I think we'll call it then for the day. We finished Chapter 2 finally, which means next time we'll be on Chapter 3. Unfortunately, I don't know the name on the top of my head. We'll continue from there next time. On that note, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope it was entertaining for you. If it was, please come back for the next one or another. Or follow, share. I'll happily entertain you as well. If you know others who will be entertained by my show, please send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Until then, this is the Night Show. Signing off. I'll see you next time.